We're going to jump into our content with a retrospective overview. I will stop after each one of these sections for questions, except I'm not going to stop at this section because, hopefully you don't have questions about me. So let's jump into the content. All right. Oh, wait. Before I do that, you wanted an activity. I'm going to pull us up to the top here. Go Gadget, this section up here. So if you follow me up to Go Gadget, it's going to be at the top of the board. What happens up here at Go Gadget, I'm going to go ahead and unhide it. And I want to show you an example of breaking the ice, getting some activity going, and specifically themed retrospectives. One of my friends that I have on LinkedIn, Chris Stone, is amazing at creating themed retrospectives. He has Lord of the Rings retrospectives, he has Star Wars retrospectives, he has James Bond retrospectives, and the theme really kind of gets those creative juices flowing and makes it kind of fun. So, for example, if you were going to be hosting a retrospective and you wanted to take one thing from this talk and go apply it right away, I would say go to your team in your next retrospective, and whatever tool you use, however you communicate, whether it's a Google Doc, whether it's you put stuff in chat, ask them this question, say, hey, the first part of our retrospective this time is going to be inspecting our retrospective, and it's going to be just like Inspector Gadget. And so kick it off with this, Go Gadget. What is it? It's a simple question. It says, hey, over here on the left, there are all of the things, or not all the things, there's a lot more than this, but several of the things that Gadget in the TV show would say, Go Gadget hat, Go Gadget ear, Go Gadget coat, Go Gadget arms. There's all these different things that he did. And even if the person doesn't know what Inspector Gadget is, you can explain it's this like semi-robot, semi-person cartoon character who solves crime, but it was a comedy. It was a very funny show. You could say, imagine if you could say Go Gadget and then something, and it gave you like a superpower. What would you want? And these are just primers here, right? So Go Gadget shoes. Your shoes could turn into ice skates or roller skates, or they could have jets on them. Go Gadget belt. Your belt could pop out and help you, shoot a wire across a ledge and you could climb across it. And so what you do is you have your team, and I'll ask you if you're on the board to go ahead and do this. Create a sticky note over here in the My Favorite and say, what kind of Go Gadget would you want? And so I'm going to make me a big one up here, right there. I'm going to, by the way, snap everybody to me again in case you're all over the board. We're going to bring you back up here to me. So what would you want? So let's say I want Go Gadget hands. And so you have everybody put something out here that says, what is it that they want? And again, if you're on the board, you can go ahead and put one out. And why are we doing this? This is totally random. This doesn't make sense at all. This is a retrospective. We're supposed to be talking about getting code better, making teams better communication. What's this doing? It's shifting the expectation. It's shifting the expectation. So I see people starting to put sticky notes out there. Let me ask you a question. When you come into a meeting, right, whether it's probably a virtual meeting or maybe an in-person meeting, what are you expecting at work? I'm not talking about a meeting at home, you're meeting your family, you're meeting a friend for dinner. I'm not talking about at work. You walk into a meeting, what do you expect? Hopefully, you expect some kind of an agenda. Someone has something to talk about. We have to solve this problem. We have to talk about this. We have to get there. And so you sit down and you have your notebook and you have your pen and you say, okay, I'm going to learn something. I'm going to add to this meeting. It's going to be business. I'm going to get business done. What you're doing in a retrospective, if you do something like this, look at these answers coming in, you're shifting the perspective. That's interesting. What do I want out of a retrospective? You want to go past the business end of, oh, we got to get stuff done. And you want to kind of probe into the people. And so what I would do with this is I would have my team do exactly what you're doing, throw them out there. And then I would just say, team, look at these and see if there's any that are interesting to you, right? And this can happen in the Zoom chat or whatever. They'd look at them and maybe the team goes, that's interesting. Someone wants gadget eyes. That's interesting. Well, yeah, let's talk about that. What would gadget eyes look like? And so what's happening here? All of a sudden, we're talking about things, not the official business agenda, but we're talking about things in a creative way. We're engaging a different portion of our mind. And what it does is it starts to open people up to what comes next. This is the idea of an icebreaker. An icebreaker's intention is to break the ice and to pull you out of your normal day-to-day, I'm doing all this stuff. Oh my gosh, so much stuff to do. And it brings you into a place where you can be creative and you can actually think with a different mindset and get into deeper things. So Go Gadget, I love those. We don't have time to talk about them. Thank you everyone who participated.